Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. According to Beat 'em Ups and one of his sources, supposedly there's going to be a Nintendo Direct next month sometime, and one of the games listed, or that he mentioned, is Animal Crossing. And if we get Animal Crossing and a new Pokemon game and a mainline Pokemon game next year, the Switch 2 is going to just explode. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the Animal Crossing game for the Nintendo Switch 2, the brand new one that's definitely coming, but is it coming next year or is it going to come a couple years later? I feel like if they can get it out in the first year, you're going to get all the Mario Kart people and you're going to get all the Animal Crossing people to come buy a Switch 2 immediately. Like, holy crap. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about my wish list for the game, but before we get into that, I want to talk about Fantasy Life because I feel like Fantasy Life really kind of did everything I wanted Animal Crossing to do. So I don't know if I even need an Animal Crossing, a new one, because Fantasy Life kind of scratches that itch and goes above and beyond it because it's just literally everything I want. It has combat. You can go mining. You can go to multiple different islands. It's just there's so much to do in Fantasy Life that I haven't been able to put the game down since it came out. I bought it day one on a Nintendo Switch. I bought the upgrade, which was $3. So I don't know. There's a lot I want in an Animal Crossing, and I know they're only similar in its structure, but they're both vastly different. One's like super casual, and the other one is more RPG style. Anyway, so let's get into this. So I played Animal Crossing on GameCube, and I didn't come back to the franchise until the Switch Animal Crossing New Horizons. New Horizons was extremely slow to get things going, and having it tied to the real world as far as time and what you could do was such a unique mechanic at the time. For me, it literally made the player, us, say, okay, I guess that's all I can do for today. So then you force you basically like, well, there's nothing, I mean, you could literally try to play it all day, but in those beginning days of the game, there's literally like nothing to do. There's not many trees to do, there's not many people on your island. You had to wait for everything to be built and structured. And it kind of gave you something to go back to every single day. Animal Crossing New Horizons is literally the definition of a live service game, but without the microtransactions. This game is still my most played Switch game at around 400 hours. Now, for some of you, that may not be a lot, but I tend to get bored with games around the 50-hour mark, especially ones like this. So unless the game has enough unique content to keep me coming back, I kind of drop off. That's why I'm shocked I'm still playing Fantasy Life. I'm about to hit 60 hours, and I'm still having a blast with it. So I'll probably end up playing this game. I don't know if it'll be as much as Animal Crossing because there's so many other games coming out, but I'm definitely going to probably put at least 100 hours into it because I keep coming back to it. Anyway, this game became part of my daily routine back during the pandemic. I don't want to bring that up, but it was a thing. It came out right at the beginning of the pandemic. So it was nice to have a little escape from the insanity that was going on in the world then. Eventually, I ran out of stuff to do, and Nintendo stopped adding new content to the game. And the DLC just wasn't for me. The DLC they released, you basically try to make the perfect home for your residence, and I don't know, that just didn't resonate with me. There should have been a bigger island. It should have allowed you to because a lot of us had a lot of crap in that game. If you played that game, your storage is probably full. My brother played it for over 1,000 hours. He completed the museum, everything in the museum he got done, and that's when he stopped playing because he's like, all right, I'm done. I 100%ed the game. But he didn't get the DLC either because he was like, yeah. It would have been really cool if they allowed you to basically get a second island and just add on to it and keep building off of that island to basically have way more of a footprint for all your animal friends, all your items that you probably had. Because once you fully deck out your island and do the museum and fill that out, there's not much to do other than go fishing, get the stars that drop at night, or the wishing stars. Literally just the daily routine that was Animal Crossing. It's after a while, visiting all your islanders and all that kind of stuff. It's after a while that kind of just runs its course, and then eventually you're like, sadly, it's time to move on. And it sucks because it's like these these guys were part of your daily routine for however many hours you put into it or how many days. I think I ended up playing it for almost a whole year off and on. Near the end though, it was like every once a week or something. And it's funny when you go back to it now and you go talk to them, they're like, I haven't seen you in, and it tells you how long it's been since you've played the game last. It's been a couple of years since I played Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'll have footage playing while I'm talking about this, so you'll see all the interactions that I have with my island. And it's funny, when you go back to your house, there's like cockroaches and stuff, and you have to go in there, and your hair is all messed up. It's like you've been hiding in your house the whole time, and I just think that's funny. I like that little nod to like, hey, you haven't played it in a while. Now, back on the GameCube version, I remember not playing it for like a month, and when I came back, there was like tumbleweeds, and the last towns member or person in my town was on the train saying, "You never write, you never visit. I'm going somewhere where I'll be appreciated." And they drove off, and it was like a ghost town. I'm like, well, screw this game. Like, there's nobody left in my town. They all left because that game was brutal. Like, if you stopped playing it for a little bit, they punished you for it. But luckily, New Horizons, they're like, okay, people have stuff to do. We're going to be a lot more lenient about it. Sure, they give you crap, but they're not going to leave your island. At least they didn't the last time I checked. I'll have to see if they left when I go back and add the footage, because I haven't made the footage yet for this video, like the gameplay. So it'll be funny. All right. So here is my wish list for the next Animal Crossing game. Number 1, item interactions that actually do something. There are so many cool items in here, like a punching bag, a bike, a wrestling ring, bed. They have so many different little things in here, and they don't do anything. I mean, some of them like make bleeps and bloops, but if there's a punching bag, I want to sit there and punch it, not just shake the thing. If there's a bike, like a cycle to ride, a workout bike, I want to be able to ride the thing. If there's a medicine workout ball, I want to do sit-ups. There's so many cool items in this game, and like 90% of them don't do anything. Like, sure, you can turn the TV on, sure, you can turn the light on or your computer screen on, or make the switch go click, the click switch sound, but there's nothing to do with it. It's like, okay, cool, now what? Now go get some more items? They need to really make the items interactable to make it feel more like a video game, because it's literally just a collect-a-thon until you get bored of it. There's like nothing really to do. You customize your island and fill it with crap, and that's it. And it's like, now what? Like, actually make the items interactable. Anyway, number 2, bring back the NES games if you get that you get in game, like back on the Nintendo, what was it, the GameCube version? Like, if you got old NES games, I had like Balloon Fight, I believe. I had the original Metroid. I had Excite Bike, and you could actually play them on your console within Animal Crossing. What they could do is, let's say if you have the Nintendo Switch Online app, it gives you those consoles, or they can make it to where you can collect them anyway, but you can actually play the games while playing Animal Crossing. It'll just access it that way. I think that'd be a cool little nod, like a little bonus to have the Nintendo Switch Online. That'd be awesome. You're in Animal Crossing and you just walk over to your system and you're like, I want to play this, and you just play it real quick. You don't have to exit the whole game and go do it, somewhere else. That would be a super cool integration if they can get that to work. Anyway, so I missed that. Number 3, for the theme, I would say have a big city with buildings that allow way more animal friends to live in, like apartments and stuff like that. Someone made that suggestion or that guess that that's what the next one's going to be, because the Switch 2 is going to be way more powerful. So it would be cool if it's a big city. Obviously, I don't think it'll be like gigantic like Grand Theft Auto, but it would be really cool to have a big, huge, like, a city to walk around in and do stuff. Now, to piggyback off of that, if we are going to have a big city, we need to be able to rotate the camera and see all sides of the buildings. Not being able to rotate the camera in New Horizons was so annoying when you were trying to like deck out your island. Oh, Like I want to see what's behind my house. I want to see this. I want to rotate the island that just a little bit. In Fantasy Life, it has the camera control. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. If Fantasy Life was like a stuck camera where you can only look at it one direction, I probably wouldn't have bought the game. That element alone made me take a chance on the game, and I'm so glad it did because it's turned out to be one of my favorite games in the last couple of years. All right. Next up, number 5, have crossover characters, items, or costumes from other Nintendo IP, not just Mario. Now, this was one of the most baffling things to me in New Horizons. It's like, where's the Samus suit? Where's Samus's ship that you could like put in your house and it just sits there and floats or something? Like, where's an actual Mario Kart that you could drive around the island or something? I mean, there's so many things that they could do with their IP. I mean, you could have had a Pikachu follow you around. Like, why not? They could have literally like just thrown everything at the game. Heck, third parties, everything. That would have been awesome. Like, especially with the costumes and everything. There's so much customization in it. Why not? I don't understand why they don't. They want to keep it all encompassed into like its own universe, which is stupid because you have all these IP. You have the most IP, I want to say, out of all 3 major players, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Nintendo has the most iconic IP that they bring back for almost every generation. Why not use it? I want Star Fox to be one of my islanders. How cool would that be? Have the whole Star Fox crew as living on your island. They have their own house. It's all decked out with his gear. That would be super cool. You could have, well, not necessarily Samus, but you could have a Metroid be one of the islanders. That'd be awesome. A little Metroid floating around, and that'd be super cool. I don't know. There's just so many things they could have done with it. I guess I don't know. I don't know why they don't do that. I think that's dumb. Because then people are like, oh, what's that from? I'll go check out that game because that's awesome, right? It's like self-marketing. I don't know why they don't do that. Number 6, way more storage space at the start. It took way too long to get enough storage space to really do anything at the beginning of the game. I always dropped all my crap everywhere because I didn't want to like throw it away or sell it. I wanted to keep it for later on, and you have like 0 storage space. So hopefully they fix that in the next one. Number 7, allow us to have pets that follow us around and help complete tasks. Could be a cat, a dog, a robot like Rob the Robot, an alien, why not, or whatever. Like, we should be allowed to have pets with where you feed them and all sorts of stuff. Hopefully that's the new gimmick in the next one, is pets. I know that the islanders themselves are kind of like your pets, but I mean like an actual like little buddy that follows you around the entire island the entire time. That'd be fun. I know you could do that with the islanders too. You can have them follow you and hang out or whatever. You can have them come to your house. But I mean like an actual little buddy that's, stays in your house. You make him a little room or a little bed or whatever, or a dog house outside. That'd be cool. And then have it be funny to where you can go into it and it's like as big as your house and he has rooms and everything. And once you go in there, he's like, oh, and then he's like starts barking. Oh yeah, I'm just a dog. I don't like have a secret life or anything. I think it'd be kind of funny. Number 9. Now this one will never happen, but I'm going to say it anyway, and that's combat. I know this will never come to Animal Crossing, but I would love a battle system just like Fantasy Life, have dungeons or mines to explore. The entire thing could be a board game, like a D&D game, Dungeons and Dragons, that your avatar plays, and it's his/her imagination sequence that you play. This would allow us to invite our friends, both in the games, like CPU players or other real players, and you can just go nuts. It could just be like an in-game mini-game thing, kind of like an in-game Fantasy Life. It's not like super in-depth or anything, but you can level up, you can max out your character, and it's literally like a game within a game because it's you playing a board game. It's just you're visualizing it and actually playing it. I think that'd be kind of fun. Then they could add levels to it with DLC and stuff down the road, and that way it doesn't take over the core of the game, which is, all the other stuff you do in Animal Crossing. It would just be like a side thing you could do, and it'd be really fun. I think it'd be a cool little side thing. Last thing I can think of would be to allow us to, like I said earlier, rotate the camera like Fantasy Life. My biggest complaint about New Horizons is the fact you cannot move the camera. That was super annoying in the other one. Anyways, that's my wish list. What's yours? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the way out. And as always, stay frosty.